Can you imagine entering a stadium filled with more than 30,000 people? The crowd is cheering, people are waving Indian and Australian flags, and suddenly the entire stadium echoes with one slogan. And that slogan is Modi. Well, that's exactly what happened in Melbourne. Prime Minister Narendra Modi received a massive welcome at Marvel Stadium with nearly 35,000 people gathered to attend the community event. As he entered the stadium with Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, loud cheers filled the venue, reflecting the growing enthusiasm of the Indian community living in Australia. Now, for many members of Indian diaspora, this was much more than a political event. It was a celebration of their identity, a moment of pride, and a reminder of how strongly the Indian community has established itself in Australia. In fact, during his speech, Mr. Modi praised the Indian community for strengthening relationship between India and Australia. He said that Indians have added new color to Australia's multicultural society and that the partnership between both the nations have now entered a completely new phase. In the meantime, Mr. Albanese, he also praised the Indian community, saying that its energy and contribution continue to strengthen the friendship between both the nations. But yes, outside the stadium, a completely different scene was unfolding. A group of anti-immigration and anti-India protesters, they gathered near the venue carrying banners and Australian flags. Though police maintained a strong security presence, as protesters and Modi supporters, they gathered in the same area. While the event inside that remained very peaceful, but the demonstration outside once again highlighted the growing debate around immigration and multiculturalism in Australia. Now think what this really tells us. Australia today is home to one of the fastest growing Indian communities in the world. Indian professionals, students, business owners, doctors, engineers, and entrepreneurs are making significant contribution to Australian society. And yes, at the very same time, immigration continues to remain a political issue in many countries. That is why scenes like these often attract international attention. One side celebrates diversity, the other side questions immigration. But despite all these differences, one thing remains clear. India and Australia are moving closer than before. Well, from trade to technology to education to defense, the relationship continues to grow stronger and stronger. And the Indian community is playing a major role in that particular journey. Now, while many Indians are building successful careers in Australia, one Indian entrepreneur has now started an interesting debate online. He says plumbers and electricians in Australia are earning more than engineers. That's right. For decades, Indian parents have shared one dream: become an engineer, become a doctor, build a successful career. These have traditionally been seen as the safest path to success. But one Indian entrepreneur living in Australia, he has sparked a completely different conversation. And billions of people, they are talking about it. In a viral video, he claimed that skilled tradespeople such as plumber, electricians, and carpenter in Australia often earn more than many engineers. According to him, experienced electricians and plumbers, they can earn more than 120,000 Australian dollars a year, while construction manager, they can earn up to 200,000 Australian dollars annually. Now, to explain his point, he shared a simple example. He recalled calling a local carpenter to fix a lock. The work that took only about 15 minutes, and you know what was the bill? 150 Australian dollars. Now, that experience made him rethink the value of the vocational skills. He even joked that instead of encouraging children only to become engineers or doctors, perhaps parents should also consider skilled trade because they offer excellent earning opportunity. But his argument was not only about money here. He also spoke about respect. According to him, skilled workers in Australia receive tremendous respect from the society. Electricians, plumbers, carpenters, mechanics, they are viewed as highly skilled professionals whose work it is essential. And because demand remains high, their earning also reflect that value. His comments, it quickly went viral. Many people agreed. Some said vocational education deserves far more respect than it currently receives in countries like India. Others pointed out that Australia's labour shortages, it has increased demand for skilled trade, naturally pushing the salaries much higher. Now, think about the bigger picture here. The definition of success is changing now. In today's economy, a university degree is no longer the only path to financial stability. Well, practical training, technical training, and yes, of course, vocational education, they're all becoming equally valuable in many developed countries.